Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Students, in the last lecture we were discussing about linear equations. We discussed its definition and solving technique, how to solve linear equations, and we started exercise number 7.1. We discussed question number 1. Some parts of question number 1 we discussed in the previous lecture. So today we will continue this topic, and then later we will do some more questions from radical equations as well. So first of all, we'll solve some questions from question number 1, some parts from part number 6 to part number 10. In these 5 parts there is a difference as compared to the previous questions. Like you can see in all these parts, in 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th, you can see that variable occurs in the denominator. This was not the case in previous questions. In first 5 questions there was no variable in the denominator, but in these questions variable occurs in the denominator. So how we will solve such type of questions? Let's do one question to understand. So we'll solve 6th part, this one. So let's do it. So this is the 6th part. Now before starting the solution, we'll see in the denominator these two values. Apparently they are different from each other, but actually these values are not different. If you observe the denominator of first term, there is 3 common in these values, in this denominator. If we will take 3 common, then we will have x minus 2 as it is in the denominator of third expression. So I will write it as x over 3 into x minus 2 is equal to 2 minus 2x over x minus 2. So these two values now are same. So this is what we have to keep in observation. If we will be having different denominators, we will see whether something is common or not, and you will get to know that in almost all the questions we will get the same denominator in variable form. Now the denominator x minus 2 is same in these two, and the second denominator is 3. So to remove the denominator, we will multiplying both sides by 3 into x minus 2. So it will be 3 into x minus 2 multiplied by x over 3 into x minus 2 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 into x minus 2 minus 3 into x minus 2 multiplied by 2x over x minus 2. So in this way denominator will be removed, these values will be cancelled. It will be x minus x is equal to 2 3s are 6, 6 into x, 6x minus 6 into 2, 6 2s are 12 minus 3 2s are 6x. Now you can see that 6x and 6x will be cancelled, x is equal to minus 12. So we will get the value of x. So this is the solution set. These questions are very simple if you will follow the solving technique, that first you have to remove the denominator and then you will simplify. Similarly, you can see in 7th part, this value is 2x plus 5, and if you will take common from the denominator of last term, 2 will be common, and in the bracket you will get 2x plus 5, and then you can multiply by the LCM to remove the denominator. And what will be the LCM? 2x plus 5, which will be in both the denominators, and one value is 3, and if you will take common from this, that common will be 2. So 2 into 3, 6. 6 into 2x plus 5 is the value by which you will multiply this expression to remove the denominator. Similarly, in 8th part, these two denominators are same, and 3 LCM of 3 and 6 is 6. So 6 into x minus 1 is the number by which you should multiply to remove the denominator. In ninth part, you will expand this denominator. This is x square minus 1, so you can replace it by x plus 1 into x minus 1, and then the denominators will be same over here. So you will multiply by x minus 1 into x plus 1 to remove the denominator, and similarly you will be able to solve this 10th part if you will take 3 common from this expression and 2 common from this expression. Then you will be able to multiply by the LCM to simplify. Now move to the next question, that is related to radical equations. Solve each equation and check the extraneous solution if any. So these are called radical equations in which there is a square root sign. So we are going to solve these questions. These radical equations are reducible to linear equations, and we can solve these equations by the method which we were using in question number 1. But there is a little difference, that first we have to remove this square root sign from the equation, then we will be able to solve the question as we do in linear equations. So let's do one question to understand how to solve. Question number 2, first part. So this is the first part of question number 2. To solve this question, first we have to remove this square root sign. So to remove this square root sign, we have to take square on both sides, squaring both sides. SBS means squaring both sides. 3x plus 4 square root whole square is equal to 2 square. It will be, square will be cancelled by the under root. It will be 3x plus 4 is equal to 4. Now this 4 will be subtracted on the other side. 3x is equal to 4 minus 4. 3x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 over 3. X is equal to 0. So this is the value of x. Now in radical equations, it is always compulsory to check the value which we get by the solution. We have to check this value whether it should be the part of solution set or not. And how this value will be checked? We will put this value in the given equation, and if the equation satisfied, then this value is the solution set. Otherwise, no solution. So to check, we will put this value in this equation. 3 into 0 plus 4 is equal to 2. It will be 0 plus 4, 4 square root, so 2 is equal to 2. Satisfied. The equation is satisfied, so solution set will be 0.